here. Okay. You ready?
Yep, we're recording.
Okay, I'm gonna finish up where we just left off. Okay, we got our spacer image here tweaking the gear. We got our key installed. Went and got a new gear. This is our late gear. Let me do the early gear. Here's your early gear, here's your late gear. They're both interchangeable on the crank. You have to match it up to whatever cam you got. They changed in mid-77s when they changed. So there's two different diameters. They're actually about 50 thou difference between the two diameters. As long as you change both the cam gear and the pinion gear together, you can change them back and forth. Now the gear that has the groove around it, it takes the late gear. The gear without the groove takes the early gear. So easy, you put red or blue in here as your starting point. Check if you don't know what you need, that's what you usually start with. Okay, this you just put it back there on where the key goes. You just lightly tap that up on there, make sure it's on the key all the way. Don't beat on that hard because you can chip it or nick the tooth. Then we got our nut here. This is a left-handed thread, so that means you loosen and tighten. Goes like that. And our special tool. Cut out goes on the end of the crank here. Goes like that to tighten it. And so that takes that on. You spin it to make sure the gear is not wobbling or doing anything stupid. Gear should be nice and straight. See, it's got a little nick in one of the teeth in there though. There. Okay. And here's our new camshaft. Here's your new washer. Okay, this washer with the titties on it goes in first. See how the flat spot goes here? That's where the lifter block comes down. That's where this lifter block comes down right next to down in there. You grab the correct block and go. It gets down in here, and the lifter has a shoulder and stuff in here, and it drops down. It gets right in there close. See, it comes down and hits on the washer there. So if you don't have that in there that correctly, it will not work very well. Okay, so you just gotta make sure that goes in there. Then we need a thrust washer between here and here to adjust our in play. So we grab a thrust washer. 50 is a good starting point. Grab a 50 thou one here. Stick it on the gear. And we go ahead and put it in. Okay, now you got to time this stuff, so rotate around until you see the little timing mark right there. And then this gear here. You gotta look at my fingers, not where I'm talking. The cam gear has two titties on there. Why don't you blow it up a little bit. Okay, these two little timing marks time your cam. So this one times your engine breather, which is over here, and this times the camshaft. So you stick this up in there, and crank around where the mark is, and drop it in. So you can see you're standing in the light. So you see the timing mark lines up with that. Now we're putting a reed style breather here, doesn't have any timing over here. If the breather, using a stock breather, would have a timing mark here, you would line up, that times your engine breather. If you don't have that engine breather timed, it'll lose a lot of oil. Okay, now we're going to check our in plays and all this stuff. So doing a mock up here. We're also checking our pinion gear to see what diameter we got. So let's put all this stuff here together. A little dab of oil on this stuff to make it slip on and off easier. None of this stuff likes being dry. We have not put our seal here in the cam cover yet, so that we can check all this stuff easier. We got our gasket on there now. So go ahead and slide this up on there. Wiggle around till it goes in. This one's binding up really, really hard for some reason. So the cam is not cooperating with us at all here for some reason. Not sure why. It's not tight. We just wanted attention, I think. Go back and do it again. Time you mark over. Kitty washer. You know, my washer's screwing with me too. Okay, go back over there where everything lines up. Okay, there's our mark there. Make sure our washer's over here so it's flipped in there correctly. Alright, let's try this cover again, see why it didn't slide on the first time. Just doesn't like me. Sitting on the pinion shaft also. It's very tight fit. Very little misalignment. Okay. Now you see the gap here in the cover. See what happens when you forget to put this piece in. Making me look good, aren't you? Now to get this off easily, look over here. So you rotate the motor until that cam lobe comes around. You go in there in your screwdriver and you can pop the cover off there. And for some reason, nothing, this stuff wants to slide together very well. The cam just does not want to separate from our cover. Practice doing this by the end of the day, I can tell. Oop. Okay, this time put the gasket in there. I think our cam washer is going to be too big anyway. These bushings are all line ring, but they're minimum clearances. Alright. So you got no in-play in the camshaft, or it's bound up, one of the two. With this cam, it's hard to tell. Just slid the cam in further. There's the cam binding up that whole time. I actually slid the cam into the case and I put the cover back on it. Now the gap here has disappeared. So the cam is screwing with me again. Alright, where's our bolts at? We gotta find our cam cover bolts.
Oh.
They're off.